This episode of Winchester and Drury's Natural Barn is brought to you by Mossy Oak Camo.
The innate nature of man is to hunt for survival. In an ever-changing society, modern hunters still bear those natural-born instincts. To act on those instincts, every hunter faces a different set of circumstances. For the weekend warrior, it's about finding new dirt. For the gamekeeper, it's about the well-being of the wildlife. For the ultimate land manager, it's about cultivating and maintaining the natural habitat. And for the apprentice, it's about gaining the knowledge to satisfy the natural-born instinct to hunt. Winchester and Drury's Natural Born. Taylor drops the hammer. It's a breezy, beautiful afternoon in Iowa, and Mark Drury is hunting with his favorite partner.
Here comes my little turkey hunter.
Sit.
Got him as low as possible because of the wind.
I just got up to the farm about an hour ago. Dad and I got our camo on. We came out here and we actually already spotted a gobbler up on this field. We've seen birds everywhere. They just gotta come to us.
Nice and soft.
World's easiest box home.
It really is.
Anybody can run this.
If Taylor can run it, anyone can run it.
Yes. We've been set up for no more than 15 minutes and we already have a gobbler coming in the field. He's at the end of the plot, so another 80 yards and he's in trouble.
He's looking at the digs, I think. He's walking nice and slow. He's not acting like I'd like him to, but he may get to that green lane and take it up. Oh, he's veering off. He turned. That turned him.
Maybe he'll come back to the lane.
That's what he looks like he's doing. Is your heart beating?
Oh, yes. I'm nervous. It's at 55.
It's a little windy, so make sure you aim it hard. He's coming hard. Get ready.
Ready?
Yep. Oh, nice shot.
Oh my gosh, I was shaking like a leaf. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. That was freaking awesome. First that hammer, then that hammer. Well, that was fast. Pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Boy, the way you work those decoys, you almost expect an old turkey.
You even said he's either going to come into the decoys or he's not, and that's going to determine how old he is. But Dad and I came in here glassing for birds earlier, and he was out in the field and kind of went over the edge, so I backed the truck up. Dad got the decoys set up. We climbed up in the Big Game Freestyle blind. I was just messing around yelping on the Mad Hammer box call, and then probably 15 minutes later, here he comes. He started at 160 yards and came into our decoys all the way to 25 yards. And the Winchester Longbeard SX3 did its job. It was, oh my God, it was a fun hunt.
You were yelping away on that old hammer box,
I
weren't
was.
you? We had a good evening sitting. Taylor killed our turkey. Now we're at a hot corner where the turkeys generally are roosted. We're gonna have a good, fun morning in the morning. We're gonna put the blind up, decoys out. Next scene you see will be us and Night Shot in the blind in the morning. Good night.
Boom.
Turkeys coming and going.
Good morning. As promised last night when we were roosting, we're in our blind this morning. We got in about 5:15, and they started gobbling at about 5:18. Crazy. They seem hotter than peppers, so we'll see if they'll work. Excuse me, I'm trying to do an interview. We'll see if they work the decoys this morning. Well, that didn't go very well.
No. Shall we shoot out the back?
Literally one hen with 8 strutters. I don't think they're coming.
They're literally walking away all with their fans up.
It didn't work out this morning, so we're in hot pursuit of some birds here on Triangle Bottom. I've got a fan, and then King Strut, she's got a fan. I see a hen. She's down in that corner. I think we're gonna back into the brush and try and pull them in. Top of the hill. On the right.
Yeah.
How's that possible?
I don't know.
Oh, is he going down to die? I didn't make a great hit. Turkey flies up in the air. Whoa, she gets him going down out of the air. And I'm looking at him out in this bottom field right now. When I got up there, he was walking real slow and then he bedded. So we'll give him a little bit. We'll try and recover. Taylor's first film kill. Nice work, girl.
Woohoo!
We did it.
We did it.
Bingo.
20 minutes later. Woo! 20 minutes later. Got your bird.
Well, Taylor, I want to congratulate you on your first film kill.
Hey, congratulations to you. That was awesome.
That was quite an experience, wasn't it?
It was.
We got on these birds and we first decided to try and maybe fan them in. That didn't work, so we said, man, they're in a position, maybe we could call them in. We got into that little flat and started yelping, and I mean, they started ripping it coming, and they just come screaming up the edge. 3 come up over the top. I told her the right one, so I shot, and he flies up in the air, and I said, did I miss? And then I saw him coming down out of the air. Whew. Awesome last night, and even more fun this morning. Thank you, kiddo.
Hey, thank you. We have had 2 awesome hunts.
We have. Fun stuff.
Fun stuff.
This segment of DoD TV's Natural Barn is brought to you by PSC's Carbon Air Experience Performance.
Winchester, field tips with the American legend.
Hi, I'm Brad Kreiner with Winchester Ammunition, and new this year in our varmint line is a new 12-gauge load. It's a 3-inch, 1.5-ounce BBs for predator and coyotes, and we're using our Shot Lock technology. I'm sure you're familiar with Shot Lock with our Longbeard award-winning turkey product. It works the exact same way in a varmint load. It's going to give you ultra-tight patterns way far downrange. So when you're hunting predators beyond 40 yards, a normal buckshot load, you might get 2, 3, maybe 4 pellets out of a 9-pellet load. With this load with 1.5 ounces of BBs, we're seeing 35 to 40 pellets with over 12 inches of penetration. So you've got more than enough energy, more than enough penetration, and a lot more hits on target to bring those predators down at long range. So give it a try. For more information, check us out at www.winchester.com and make sure to like us on Facebook.
Sitting here watching a little bow madness, and I think I just heard Ben pull up. Come on in, brother.
What's going on?
Welcome, welcome. We're actually in Iowa, but the farm is just across the border into Missouri, so it works out perfect.
Once again, we see Tom Ware as gracious host. He's got Ben Rising in camp. I like to call him the deer whisperer. Better yet, the buck whisperer.
He's going to just take a little whitetail whirlwind tour. It's early season, but you know what? If anybody's going to get it done, I got faith in Ben Rising. This guy, I swear, he can just smell where deer are. He's something about him. He is the ultimate killer.
The challenge we have is we're hunting a brand new farm I just got in Missouri. Reconics had showed I got one big, wide, mature buck that we nicknamed Boeing.
Last buck standing.
Tom's gonna show me some pictures of this deer that we're after. It's called Boeing. Tom's been doing his homework. He's had his cameras out. We're just gonna leaf through them here real quick with the camera and let Tom kind of explain a little bit about the deer.
A little over a month ago, I got some daylight photos of him right there. Look at him, there's a good straight on view. That's why we call him Boeing right there. He's just wide. Last year, he was even wider than this, but he wasn't as heavy.
Well, let's go hang a set for him.
Let's do it. I think we can slip in there. It's kind of windy.
We've got a little rain, cover our scent.
Yeah.
It's supposed to dry out
Let's
tonight.
just slip in there and be as quiet as possible.
Yeah. High pressure's coming in. They should move.
Yeah, it's supposed to be sunny this afternoon. That'd be perfect. Grab a couple stands, buddy, and we will head to Missouri. You ready to head?
I'm ready to head. Well, we're just gonna slip in, hang the stand. It's raining pretty hard right now. We just looked at the radar. It's gonna blow over. It's gonna get high pressure this evening. So we're just gonna slide in here, get this stand hung, and we'll catch back up with you here this afternoon once the front blows through and the sun comes out and starts drying things out. I know those deer are gonna move tonight. Just got that feeling, don't you, Tom?
For sure, buddy.
Yeah. Well, we're in Missouri. We're on Tom's farm that he bought last year. We slid in here today and moved a stand to a spot on some of these green beans that are planted in this old CRP field. We're hoping we're gonna see some deer. Check back in with you here and hopefully see some bucks. What just happened? One freaking deer, oh my God. The only freaking deer on this whole freaking farm, and we just killed it. Our idea was right, buddy. When we got into the tree, we didn't do a pre-hunt interview. We didn't do the normal things we normally do because we knew that deer was bedded close. He beds 2 different spots basically on this farm. So we knew that these green beans were over here. Me and Tom slid in here, hung a stand for this wind tonight. We haven't talked, nothing. We sat down. I did my ranging. We've seen 1 deer in 2 days. and it was the deer we just wanted to kill. He's dead. It's a beautiful 8-point with some stickers. I killed one of his great deer, so now the favor's gonna get returned, so. I'll tell you what, it just doesn't get a whole lot better than this for September 16th. Early season. This is the earliest I've ever killed a deer in my life. I killed a deer on the first day of season a few years ago, and now I killed one on the second day of Missouri season. All I can say is thanks to Tom Ware for sharing his farm with me.
Thank you, buddy. It's just the most enjoyment for me. This is awesome.
Just a stud. I mean, that's all I can say is a stud. Tom had pictures of this deer last year, found his sheds. Just feels good to be able to put your knowledge of deer and just what deer should do and put it to use, and it pay off.
Follow Drury Outdoors on Twitter and share your hunting stories.
Buck right here. Well, after harvesting Boeing in Missouri with the help of Tom on Tom's Missouri farm, I had one more thing I had to accomplish while I was in the Midwest. Kill a deer in November on public land.
Well, Ben Rising, the old buck whisperer, he's back at again. This time he's in Iowa, and he's on public ground. And if I've learned anything over the years hunting public ground, it's difficult.
You know, Ben drew an Iowa tag. He's going in blind. He doesn't have a place to hunt other than public land.
He's got to break it down, go to old school deer hunting, look for scrapes, rubs, find the funnels, and hang the set and see what he can come up with.
The Deer Whisperer.
The rut is on in Iowa. It's November 9th today. I'm just sitting here all day. I'm not getting out. After 3 days of hard hunting and scouting, day number 4 paid off. I was able to perform the task. My camera work wasn't all the best because I was trying to film myself, but it was a great hunt, killed a great deer. I mean, it's a giant.
Well, Ben's a talented hunter. If you can go in on public ground, no food plots, no reconnaissance cameras, go in, look at the deer sign, and shoot a big old mature buck.
Smoke big giant public land buck.
He's on public land, filming himself, and he still gets the job done. Man, when is this whirlwind gonna stop? That is 2 great bucks this year. Congrats, buddy.
Back on familiar ground. After punching his tags in Missouri and Iowa, natural-born hunter Ben Rising has an itch to get back home to Ohio. He's anxious to close in on a buck named Jitters.
The reason I called him Jitters was because my son had an encounter with him earlier in November. Did that pump you up a little? Yes. Kind of got the shakes, and so we just called the deer Jitters. Started getting some good pictures of him in daylight. I had a ground blind set up in an area. So I went in, got set up in the ground blind, and it wasn't long, all of a sudden Jitters came onto the scene. Yes, baby, smoked. Can't make it. He's trying to get up that hill, he can't do it. He ain't got no lungs. I think I just took him out right there. I can see him laying dead right there on the hill. I actually want to find this blood trail. I can see the deer laying there, but I love looking at blood trails. There he is. Oh yeah, we got a big old 10. You just can't complain about that too much, can you? Well, here he is. Big old 10-pointer. Just a beautiful buck, man. In the snow, late December, right before Christmas. Just a beautiful, beautiful buck. It's not my biggest deer ever, but I'll tell you, he's a giant with a bow. He's a big deer. So I'm real pleased. I feel really blessed. And I just want to thank the good Lord for allowing me to be able to participate in this sport. And I want to thank this deer for giving me his life. And they're just creatures that I never get enough of them. I just never do.
Next week on Winchester and Drury's Natural Born.
Well, it's a little bit warm in South Texas, April 8th. Yes, that happened so fast. Finally! Let's set up right here.
Oh, that was so much fun. Another big buck on the ground, your biggest one ever by far.